What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at two back machines that have recently come out. They've been on the internet before, so it's not like anything super new, but I haven't really taken a look at them until they were sent to me, so I wanted to go over that a little. First one is from your favorite OF, and I mean Olympian Frontiers. They have released a multi-row. This is an Australian-based company. You could see here, we have like a linear row, but this goes back and forth between a standard linear row, and then it could also be used as a chest-supported T-bar row. So I have it queued up. This is the video on their page. I have the music off because I don't want there to be any issues with the video going up based off the audio. So there is no audio on this. But if we get started, right off the bat, I mean, it looks like a robust, even just the seat there looks like a robust piece of equipment. This is the adjustability. It's got that handbrake on it, slides back and forth amongst that rail for placement. All right, notched positions, so you can change into different positions. That's interesting. When you watch them use it, it makes me wonder if there's a possibility for it to slip or if there's a way to like kind of lock it in. Because that's the only thing I would be concerned about with handles like that, whether they can lock in or not if you slip. All right, here we go, linear row. All right, this guy's using it for the linear row too. Pretty cool. You could see, all right, so he's able to lock it in and out that way. I just wonder if it actually locks or if there still has the possibility to move or something if you slip with your handle. Now he's putting it into the linear row there. That's pretty cool. Now I wonder, now we're just getting back to the first picture of the video. I wonder if there's a reason why they only went with the one, guide rod versus some of the companies now have two. I don't know if you're gonna feel a difference. I mean, this company's from Australia, so I haven't seen this in person. They do ship worldwide though, so I'm curious what it would cost. I'm actually gonna reach out to them. I wish I would have before the video, but stuff happened. So I'm gonna reach out to them, see what it would cost to get this shipped to the United States. I'm really interested with something like this. It takes up less space, being that you only need one machine to do both motions. So it's definitely a pretty cool machine. I'd like to see this land in some gyms to see what it feels like. They also have their own version, this is just an aside. They also have their own version of the LE08 that GMWD came out with, the leg extension machine. They have one very, very similar too. So if you hop on their website, you'll also be able to see that. So I'm curious about that. Now let's move over to the other piece of equipment that we're gonna talk about today. All right, so Titan Fitness just dropped their chest-supported T-bar row. All right, so we could see it right there. All right, so you can adjust where the hook is. That's cool. Modularity is cool. Foot plate adjust, handles adjust. Let's go back one sec. I know this might be a little ridiculous. When you see him step on the plate, I feel like there's like movement in the plate. I'm curious how it's connected from a stability standpoint. It looks like it's one track in the center. The Temple of Gainz has two. Watch, you see him put his feet on it, it kind of rocks it. The reason why I'm harping on that is that I'm really curious for the stability of the machine. I haven't used it and I haven't spoken to anyone that's used it. So I just know that my Temple of Gainz piece is super, super duper heavy duty. So, that's what you would get, because I mean, these aren't too far off in price between the two pieces. So that's what makes me wonder. It is cool that you could adjust where all the hooks are, because then you don't have to worry about failure as much if you're doing a really hard set and you can't get it back up to the top. So that's definitely cool. There you go, yep. All right, so let's take a look at this thing. All right, so let's take a look at this. So we have it here. Just taking a look, I mean, I've seen pieces of gym equipment come out of these factories before where you have all these holes all over them, sort of a design piece. The handles are adjustable. The weight loads a little differently than a traditional T-bar row, right? Because the weights are being loaded in the front, but on the sides, rather than right in front of you. I'm curious if that changes the weight, the way that it feels, the perceived weight of the machine, because of where they're located. That could either be a good or a bad thing. If the weight You know, I would assume if it's further out, it would make it heavier feeling. If it's closer in, I don't know if that's gonna make it feel lighter. I would need to think about that. Maybe you guys drop some comments, let me know what you think. It's nice that it has the articulating handles with the adjustments you can make. Makes a big difference on the T-bar rows doing that. Same thing with the foot plate, definitely allows different people to use the machines. I'm happy to see Titan Fitness coming out with this. I wish something like this existed when I started buying gym equipment with them. My first couple of pieces I had were from Titan Fitness. I had the calf raise, I had a vertical leg press back when I didn't have like any other equipment. That was basically my first piece of equipment. It left a lot to be desired, I'll be honest with you. You had to lube up the arms really good in order to get a smooth motion. A bearing system probably would have worked out better, which you do see from some of the companies now. But I am happy to see this. I mean, people who like Titan Fitness can get a nice piece of equipment like this for a home gym. Dimensions on it, I think when I took a look, weren't too far off from the other T-bar rows that are out there. But again, I think the biggest benefit of this, just looking at it, is the fact that you could change where that weight peg is. I think that's the thing that I think is the most benefit from looking at it. But guys, let me know. Drop some comments below. I know you always joke that I have more back machines in my gym than anything else. So I thought it was fitting to talk about these two pieces of equipment. I'm gonna reach out to Olympian Frontiers, try to get some information about that multi-row, see what it would cost to ship it here. I'm not gonna be looking into the Titan Fitness, you know, chest supported row. I'm super happy with my Temple of Gainz piece. But maybe if it was years back and I didn't, you know, Temple of Gainz wasn't around and this was the option, I probably would either go with something like this or even something from like Bolt Fitness. So, you know, guys, I'll see you in the next one. I know this was like a short little talk, but make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.